Guys, it's Maisie, and for today's video I'm going to teach you guys how to do really cute, pretty notes for school. So like when you do your revision and all that sort of stuff. Let's get into the video. So I'm going to start off with flashcards. These are the type of flashcards I make. These are for science, and then I have ones like this for English. I don't know why, I just find it easier to do these ones for English and these ones for like science or anything. So on one card on the front I write the subject, and then I write like which topic in the subject it is that they're about. I choose a highlighted colour for each subject. So I've got green for biology, yellow for chemistry and pink for physics. And then on every single flashcard I do, I outline every card with that colour so that I visually see the colour green and go, oh, that's a biology card. So that it's just personally easier for me. On here I've got the eukaryotic cells and then the prokaryotic cells. And I just draw a diagram and then label it. And then if I don't really know what that is, like what bit of the cell it is, then I'll write that on the other side. It's just according like what I'm doing or like what topic it is or anything like that. So basically I only ever write the important information that I need from here. So I always use flashcards as like the last step to my revision. For my English, like I've got my Romeo and Juliet cards here, and I just write them on these cute little lined ones because I find it easier, and I just use these little ties because I find with English it's easier to do it on like lined paper and have them tied like this than on a big one like this, because with English I feel like you have less to write because you don't have to do diagrams, you just have to write it. So these are like the perfect size and amount. And also because it's not on a white card, it's on like a blue, it's easy to differentiate them between them. So I easily pick this and go, oh, it's an English one. So yeah, I always do that. To the note making, I either use stuff like this. These are like the ways that I always do my notes. I will show you guys a close-up of this in the clip right now. That's how I do my notes, sort of like that. So if I'm doing like my biology one, I've done this, which I really like actually. Which I actually love this layout. This is like one of my favourite layouts to do. So basically there's a triangle at the top, and on the top of the pyramid you put the topic, well, you put the subject that you're doing, and then in the second part you put all the topics you're doing within the subject, and then on the bottom you do the summary of the like topic you're doing, so that you basically have a structure to know what you're doing. Stick like either the topic or the subject here, and then you do like a box. You do boxes of like the topic. So say it was like cells, like I have here, I write the word cells, and then I write everything to do with cells down here, like just the important points which I need to learn about for that specific thing about the cells. I always find that a really useful way because there's not a lot of writing on there and it's vividly easy to see. Or if I'm doing a flow chart or like a diagram, well, if I'm doing like a chart of any sort, like a flow chart or flow diagram, whatever people call them, I sort of do them like this. I don't really do them in like a circle or like in round boxes or anything like that. I just do them straight down. I don't ever do them across either because I get really confused. I just do them going straight down the page, and plus you fit more on. So I do them going straight down the page, and I do them with little arrows in between, and I do them in boxes. Because I just find that if you do it in boxes and then you like outline them in like a highlight or something, it just makes it stand out more. And also they look really cute whilst doing it. So yeah. The key to doing these is to be efficient when you're making your notes so that you can actually learn from them, but also like outline them like I do on these. Just outline them with highlighters and that to make them look cute. And then for my diagrams, like this one of the respiratory system, I've got like my picture of the lungs and I've labelled them. So I've labelled them all, and then I've drew out all of the parts of the lungs individually and wrote a quick summary of basically what they do, what they are. by the side of them, so that I can, like, when I look at that I can go, oh, the trachea, it does so and so, the lungs, they do that, diaphragm does that, and then I can see as well, like, what bit is that part. So I love to do that when I draw diagrams because I find it easier to look at, and plus it looks really pretty. Let's be honest, it does look really pretty. Then next, onto sort of like corners of the page. So like if you want to jazz up like the corners of your page here just to make it look more cute, I have these little designs going on here which I adore. These are just some of my favourite designs which I always use. These two are my favourite. This one, and this one. This is a little flower with like the stems or roots, whatever you wanna call it. Then I have the bow, like the ribbon, and then like just big heart with little hearts going either side. And I just find them really cute. Like you can colour them in. You can basically do whatever you want with them. They just make your work look 10 times cuter. And then as dividers, I mostly use these ones. These are always my favourite dividers to use, because I know they look really plain and simple, but if you do them in colour like blue, yellow, orange, green, or whatever like that, it stands out and they look really cute. And I find it easy to make it differentiate like one topic to another, or one like bit of the topic to another, if you know what I mean. Also, when you're doing like a bullet list, these are some good ones to use right there, because you don't really want to just do a casual circle because it's just boring. So you want to do like an arrow or a tick or a star or square or something like that, so that it makes you look at it more and makes it more interesting for your like brain to cooperate with, so that it makes you want to learn about it even more. You're going to want to use different fonts when you write it. So like these are a few fonts that I always use, like there, that I always use because I just find it easier. Like, make sure you differentiate the title from the rest of the page. I have on this one, to make it different from the rest of the page, I've done all the first letters of each word in a capital block, and then I cursively wrote the rest of the words so that it stands out from the rest, because it's just normal writing on the rest, so it stands out more. And you definitely, and like if you're doing subheadings, you want them to stand out more than what the rest of it that you're writing does, so that if you're looking for like lungs, you can go straight to the character that says lungs, and you don't have to spend like ages trying to read through a page of notes. My way of doing revision like this, when you have to write it down, I always look at the textbook or Google or wherever I'm getting my resources from, and then I write down like a page worth of notes or something to do with that subject, and then I take them notes, put them down into something like this, and then from this piece of paper I write them down into a flashcard to make it even like shorter. So I basically sort of have like 3 or 4 steps to how I do my revision, but that's just sort of how I like it, and I find that really a really useful way. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope that I've helped you out a little bit with them on how to make your notes look pretty when you come to do your revision for school this year. Feel free to leave a comment down below what you're most excited for about going back to school, because we go back next week, so I want to know what you're most excited for. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. You can hit the notification bell which is right next to it, which basically when you have that on, whenever I post a video, a notification gets sent to your phone or tablet or whatever to say that I've uploaded a video, so you'll never miss a video from me again. You can follow all my social media on screen right now, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye!